Good morning, Jones family. I've called this meeting to inform you that this week's filming of Life and Times in the Caribbean will be the last one.
What? You're finishing already?
Wait. I thought you said that Life and Times in the Caribbean was doing well in markets all over the world.
Yes, it is.
And that it made more money than Sailborne Entertainment thought it would?
Yes, it did exceed Sailborne's financial expectations.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Why you shutting down shop? If it was me, I would milk this cow dry.
Well, you see, European entertainment companies don't work like that. Part of the agreement was that the family would have been recorded for a period of 10 weeks. And at the end of 10 weeks, Sailborne would evaluate the show's success and decide if to continue with a new agreement or move on to another project. Now, this is week 10, and Sailborne has decided to move on to another project.
Oh.
So that's good news. It means that me, the crew, and all this equipment will no longer be taking up space in your house.
It's going to be just like how I said over the phone. I'll be interviewing everyone who was a part of the show and just finding out how it was for them.
Well, this is the final episode of Life and Times in the Caribbean. And local newspaper, The Daily Trident, is going to be doing an exclusive feature on everyone who was a part of the show.
We should also mention that when the media got word that Life and Times in the Caribbean was ending, they were falling all over themselves to get an exclusive feature on us. And it wasn't just local media. Media houses in the Caribbean, North America, Britain, some of them offering some serious cash to get our story.
But we decided to go with The Daily Trident.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting so upset about. We use your scientifically proven method of choosing who we would go with.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Ha! Rock, smashes, scissors. I beat you twice. We go with The Daily Trident.
Wait, I wasn't ready. Let me do that again. 3 best of 5.
I still love you, honey. Don't worry, he'll be fine.
My name is Kathy Ann Richardson, and I'm a reporter with the Daily Trident. I've been given the responsibility of doing the exclusive story on Life and Times in the Caribbean. Over the last 3 months, this show has not just captured people here, but people all over the world. And what we're doing here today is to give our readers a real inside peek as to what it was like to be part of this television event. This is really a huge boost for my career. So, Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Oh, you can call us Irvin and Angela.
Okay, Irvin and Angela, what was it like to be stars of a reality show?
Well, it was good.
Challenging.
Challenging.
Well, it had its ups and downs.
Okay, well, take us back to that first day when the camera crew arrived at your house.
Okay, well, it started out like any other Saturday morning. We had just finished eating breakfast, and I was tidying up the kitchen. The kids were getting ready to do their chores.
Right. And I was preparing to go outside and cut some grass when there was a knock at the door.
Can I help?
Hi, I'm Robert Williams. Is Irving Jones at home?
Daddy!
Irving Jones.
Yes?
Hi, I am Robert Williams, attorney at law. Can I come in and talk to you for a couple minutes?
Okay, come in.
Who was that?
And this must be Mrs. Jones.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Now, as I was saying earlier, my name is Robert Williams and I represent Sailborne Entertainment. Now, they're interested in producing a documentary entitled Life and Times in the Caribbean. And basically what they'll be doing is following a normal West Indian family's day-to-day routine and recording it for film. Now, Barbados was chosen because it's one of the better developed countries. And this family was chosen because it meets the demographic that Sailborne Entertainment is looking for.
All right. Just go back to the following a regular family part. How long is that following supposed to last?
Well, basically, the crew will follow you for 6 days.
Oh, no. 6 days?
And if the family agrees to it, it will receive $10,000 US.
10,000?
US.
Mr. Williams, let me discuss this with my wife for a sec.
Take your time.
Tracy, watch your brother. So, what do you think?
What? Are you seriously considering this?
Angela, the man said 10,000.
I heard what he said. But you really comfortable with strangers following with the camera for 6 days? Hello, can we have some privacy, please?
You know what would be funny? If you could get me Tracy talking to Calvin.
Who is Calvin?
Calvin? I don't know Calvin. Who's Calvin? Really? Calvin is the father that does behave with you and his young children when the mom and daddy come home.
I can kill you!
Angela, look at the big picture here. We got bills to pay. Tracy going to university just now. We can really use this money.
Yeah, but at what price? Your family's privacy?
Alright. I'm sure there's a contract we have to sign. I will scrutinize it. And if it ain't up to scratch, I refuse. Huh? Huh?
Okay.
Okay, sir. My wife and I have discussed this. And we're going no further unless we see a contract.
Certainly. Here you go. Now make sure you read through it properly and you understand the terms and the conditions. If there's anything in the contract you need me to explain, I'll be more
Right away,
than-
sign.
Well, here you go. Just sign there.
Angela, please. This is easy money. What is the worst that could happen?
Okay, thank you. All right, everything seems to be in order. All right, fellas, bring it in. Yeah.
What's all this?
Oh, well, this is the equipment that will be used to light the house. It's in the contract.
You mean the one my husband was supposed to scrutinize?
Boss man, where you want to put this? Oh, by the way, where will I be sleeping?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be on site at all times to ensure that none of the rules of the contracts are broken.
I remember Angela was so mad. But the thing about these situations is, with time, you look back at them and laugh.
So, Mr. Williams, what was your role in all of this?
Well, I was the legal representative for Sailborne Entertainment, and I made sure that everything went according to the agreements. I was also the one responsible for conducting the interviews for the show.
Okay, and how did you find living with the Joneses?
Well, it was a little awkward at first, but over time, we all got used to it. I mean, in their defense, having strangers move into your house suddenly could be a bit much, but the Joneses are wonderful people. And over the past 3 months, I shared in their joy and their pain, and I felt like a member of the family.
Okay, but I want to go back to that first day. Mr. Jones expressed desire to sign the contract without reading it through properly. Why didn't you stop him?
Well, I tried to go through it with him, but he felt that he had seen all that he needed to see. And as a lawyer, I can only advise people. So I let him sign the contract. Unfortunately, it made the next couple hours very uncomfortable.
So when does this production officially start?
Officially, tomorrow.
This can't start tomorrow. Tomorrow's our 12th wedding anniversary.
Mr. Jones, it's in the contract.
Would you put that away?
Well, Mr. Jones, if you had read the contract like I told you to, we wouldn't have this problem.
And I hope you're not a divorce lawyer too.
So, as the elder Jones child, what did you think when you heard your family would be on the show, which we broadcast all over the world?
Well, I didn't have a problem with it, and I thought it was a good opportunity for us, and I tried to do my part to make the show entertaining and heartwarming, but it didn't exactly work out as planned.
Oh, hi. So it's my parents' 12th wedding anniversary, and I decided to give them breakfast in bed. So we have toast, bacon, extra crispy, scrambled eggs, and juice. Now, I know that many of you may have thought that there is no way my mother would have forgiven my father so soon, if at all, but he finally won her over. Go and get the juice. So my father didn't have to sleep on the couch. And I'm surprising them with breakfast in bed. This will be a morning they won't forget.
Tracy!
Tracy, what happened?
Tracy!
Tracy?
Tracy, listen to me. What you saw just now was an expression of love between your mother and me. Tracy,
I had nightmares for weeks.
So, Nathan, many people have described your behavior as mischievous.
Me? Mischievous? No, I'm not mischievous.
Well, you have to admit, some of your antics do lean that direction.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A child walking in on parents having sex is not uncommon. It can be traumatic or even embarrassing for both parent and child, but time is the ultimate healer. I'm sure the Joneses will bounce back.
What are you talking about? Mommy had me polishing today.
Polishing? You polished the coffee table, then spent the rest of the morning upstairs playing video games. Meanwhile, I had to clean the entire garage by myself. And where were you?
Well, how you expect me to clean the garage when my belly was hurting?
Your belly wasn't hurting? You
My
are
belly
a
was
liar.
hurting.
No, it wasn't
No,
hurting. You tell
Yes,
me,
you
baby.
are. I need some help in the kitchen.
Mommy, my belly hurting.
Poor baby. You still sick?
Mommy, he is not sick. He's a liar.
Tracy, do you have to speak so loudly?
Tracy, leave your brother alone.
So, Reverend Wilson and Mrs. Wilson.
Mike and Beverly, that's all right.
Okay, Mike and Beverly, you're currently counseling Kurt and Anne-Marie. Can you talk a little about that?
Well, when we first met Kurt and Anne-Marie, we met two people who were hurt. They were angry and bitter.
Okay.
Our first task was to try to find out how they ended up in the situation they were in. Because Kurt would not have married a woman who emasculated him like that. And by the same token, Anne-Marie would not have married a man who she didn't respect.
Right. So we took them back to the point where they were at before they got married and asked them the question, what attracted you to each other so much that you would want to marry?
Okay. And how has it been going?
It was difficult at first for both of them. Because sometimes some people would rather continue to live in an uncomfortable situation than go through the long and painful process of trying to change the situation. But they mainly stuck it out because of their daughter, Chelsea. And about 2 weeks ago, we had a significant breakthrough.
So, Kurt, Anne-Marie, I was just speaking to Reverend Wilson about your counseling sessions. How has it been going?
Pretty good, you know. Michael and Beverly are wonderful people. We've had about 5 sessions so far. And right now we're going through a number of exercises where we look at our functions as husband, wife, parents, and how to carry out those functions effectively.
Okay. But counseling was almost impossible at first. I mean, we were a completely different couple just 3 months ago. Knock, knock.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
Girl.
So how are you?
Oh, girl, I'm fantastic. But you know, when you've just been made partner at your law firm.
You got it?
Of course I did.
Congrats.
Thank you. Okay, so get this. Not only am I the youngest partner, but I'm the only female. But you know this is not a problem for me because I do not plan to let any man rule me.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Kirk. How are you?
I'm good, Angela.
Kirk, how many times must I tell you it is better to take several trips? Suppose you drop one of these things, huh?
I'm sorry, but I didn't think...
Yeah, I know you didn't think. Just go and put down the food and try not to drop anything. Jeez, man.
Yes, dear.
And then I looked at Willis. He was down on one knee.
That was so sweet, Uncle Willis.
When she said yes, everybody in the restaurant started to applaud.
That must have been embarrassing. Why is everyone looking at me like that? There is no way Kurt would have been so ignorant as to propose to me in the middle of a restaurant. Ew.
So, how did he propose to you?
Well, I proposed...
Please, Kurt, please. She asked me. Telling stories isn't your strong suit. Okay, so Kurt takes me for a drive in the country for my 24th birthday. And his car runs out of gas. I got so mad at him, I immediately call a taxi and just leave him out there.
She wouldn't let me explain that the reason...
It turns out that Kurt pretended that the car broke down because he wanted to propose to me under some tree where we first met.
So when did you find out Uncle Kurt's true intentions?
Like a week later, when I resumed speaking to him, that is. I'm glad it didn't work out too. Imagine proposing to me under some moldy old tree out in the middle of nowhere.
I thought it would be romantic because it was her birthday and that tree...
Yeah, Kirk, it was the dead of the night. What could we possibly do under a tree at that time of night? I must admit that at first, I didn't want to do the whole counseling thing, and I was a little stubborn.
A little stubborn, you say?
But when that episode was broadcast and I saw myself, I couldn't believe it. But one of the things that Beverly and Michael have done is to get us to think back on when we first fell in love and what it was that attracted us to each other.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not completely out of the woods just yet. We still have a number of issues to sort out. But I believe this whole experience of counseling has made us fall in love all over again. And with God's help, I believe that things will get better from here. Excuse me.
Irvin?
I'm fine. Where Jeez.
You have been one of the stand-up people on Life and Times in the Caribbean, but we never got to know the real Jeff Simmons. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm 31 years old, and not to blow my own trumpet, but I'm a man of many talents. A Jeff of all trades, if you will.
Simmons! Simmons!
Yeah, man. Hey, sir, you want something?
You believe this, man? Simmons, why tell you about sleeping on the job?
What? Sleeping, sir? I wasn't sleeping. I was just here saying my morning prayers, you know. I can't say my prayers now. Hallelujah. Bless you, Jesus. And what's your name?
Fred. Nathan.
Okay, Nathan. Would you like a lovely balloon hat?
Whatever.
All right, just give me a minute. Here we go. All right, just. Here we go. A lovely balloon wig. This is what I do on Saturday nights.
DJ here at the Black Rose Club. I've always had a passion for music. My friends say that DJing is the one thing I do well, but I know they're just teasing.
Everyone, this is Dr. Jefferson Simmons, and he's a certified team builder.
Of course, I'm a certified team builder. I took a 6-month online course. Yes, it's legit. And at the end, you do an exam. The great thing about the exam is, if you got any of the answers wrong, you can go back and change them. And when I eventually passed, they emailed me my degree. See? Now, first of all, let me alleviate your fears. My focus is not on team building, but on team being. Because you team be in here and in here.
Well, it was certainly nice talking to you.
Likewise, but I gotta go or I'll be late for work.
Okay, where are you working today?
Up at the airport. Those suitcases aren't gonna move themselves. See ya.
So how is it going?
It's going fine. We'll continue interviews with your parents as soon as they get here.
Kathy Ann, let me just apologize for them. I was sure to tell them to be here for 10 o'clock.
Don't worry about it. Whenever they get here, we'll just... Sorry, excuse me, I have to take this.
Certainly.
I'm going to call my mother now.
Hi, everyone. Sorry to be late.
At last. Where were you? Your interview was supposed to start almost 45 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry. We had an appointment.
Appointment?
Angie, this is the dish you wanted.
Thanks.
Be careful with it. It's very expensive. Sorry I didn't get a chance to wrap it up or anything, but we had to go down to the courthouse this morning for 9 o'clock. And we were running a little late.
What? Courthouse? What were y'all doing down by the courthouse?
Well, we wanted to tell you after the interview, but we just got married.
What?
Goodbye.